by saying all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Back once again today. And today, man, the Spirit is back on me to get back on these prophecies, man. Okay, the title of the video, keep an eye on those prophecies, man. See, we deal with a lot of other issues and certain things straighten out, exhortation, and that's all beautiful. But today, for all you brothers, especially for all you newer brothers, because we know we get a lot of new subscribers every day. It's a lot of y'all are brothers that's just learning this truth. So like Apostle Tahar made a statement to me even today. He was like, yeah, man, we got to get, you brothers that are already teachers and elders, we go into deep stuff sometimes. Sometimes we go into deep stuff. That's for the more advanced students. But we still got certain brothers, they only been in this thing maybe 6 months, maybe a couple of weeks. So we got to get back to the basics too. We got to start going into this, basically the basic breakdowns of the scriptures and the prophecies, so that these newer brothers can catch on. Brothers can't always try to go 1, 3, 4, 5 deep, because brothers that been around, you brothers that been around for 10, 15 years, we don't got to teach y'all no more. Y'all not students no more. Y'all elders and leaders and teachers and camp leaders yourself. So we don't got to sit there beating the dead horse with you brothers going into certain other deeper things that y'all understand already, or you should understand. You know what I mean? So we going into the basics for the newer brothers. And that goes for you brothers too, man. Like you advanced brothers, hey man, bring out the basic scriptures. Go back to them basics, because we got to teach. Now we're in the point of prophesying and teaching. You understand what I mean? And when certain things go wrong, we exhort each other. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, prophecy. Look at the main thing that's going on now. And gas prices, as of now, it's already dead on $4 a gallon, man. $4 a gallon. All right. To get an oil change on your truck or car is an exuberant price. The price of food is going up. We was in the supermarket last night, man. I wanted to get some lamb. For a small pack of lamb, 3 little small shanks was $30. A T-bone steak, that's $30, $35. You see what I'm saying? So the price, it's basically like a food shortage, which is going to lead into that famine through the Spirit of the Lord that we've been talking about for years, man. It's going to get to a point you ain't going to be able to drive. You ain't going to be able to drive your car if you can't afford the gas. You may have to go back to taking public transportation and only drive your car on special occasions. Yeah, it's getting down to the wire. But that's because they devaluing the dollar, and then they're using this situation with Ukraine to do it. They always do that. That's like another one of them flash things that they do to try to create a crisis, flash crisis. So Yahweh Shai prophesied about what will be going on in these end times, man. We in those end times now, brother. We at the door, and the Passover's coming up next week. So as we say every year, we pray to the Lord that this may just be the last Passover that we have to have here. Abaratazah. The Lord knows, but Yahweh Shai gave us hints, man. And if you look around, you see that this place is going down. And I'm not even going to get into the morality of this place. But we're going to get right into the scriptures, man. I'm just going to read a couple of verses. We're going to go to Matthew's the 24th chapter. Okay, this scripture's been brought out before, but we're going to bring it out again, man. Okay, Matthew's the 24th chapter, and I'm going to read a few verses into it and just break down some of the major prophecies that's already happening right now. What we see taking place right now on the earth. What Yahweh Shai said 2,000 years ago, okay? So I'm going to just get right on into it. All right? Matthew 24:1. And Yahweh Shai went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came unto him to show him the buildings of the temple, right? And Yahweh Shai said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And that happened. The siege of Jerusalem, 70 AD, when the Romans came in, they destroyed Jerusalem. They besieged it. They destroyed it. The temple was destroyed back then, right? The temple was destroyed, right? The actual temple that them guys made such a big deal out of, right? And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall be these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Now listen, the disciples already knew that Yahweh was going to have to be crucified and go back into the heavens, because he told them everything. But he told them that he would return. So he had already told the disciples this, man. So they wanted to know. But Yahweh told them, when I do make my return from the heavens, that's going to be the end of the world. That's going to be judgment day. So the disciples basically was trying to pick his brain to see, like, well, okay, Lord, let us know exactly when it's going to be. The end of the world, when you're going to come and bring total judgment, when you're going to totally raise up Israel, right? Okay. Fourth verse. And Yahweh answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. Because there's going to be a lot of deceivers in the world. We have that now. We've had that for the past centuries. Different men rose up. These different messiahs rose up like they was the chosen. They was going to deliver Israel. You had Marcus Garvey. You had Malcolm X. Elijah Muhammad. Malcolm X. Martin Luther King. Jesse Jackson. Al Sharpton. Louis Farrakhan. Right? Some of the examples. But then here, even amongst the brothers in the truth, you have different guys that rose up. That guy that dropped dead, the Most High took him out. The God sent comforter. He said he was the comforter. Jermaine Grant, right? He rose up and said he was the God sent comforter. He was the way. And a list of other guys. You see what I'm saying? And they deceiving a lot of brothers. All right? And Yahweh said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many. I just broke that part down. I named all those names, all those different men that rose up like they were going to be the deliverer. They were going to be the Messiah for the Israelites. And they deceived many people. And still to this day are deceiving many people. Okay? And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Ukraine. What's going on in the Ukraine? What's going on in Greece? What's going on in Egypt? What's going on in the Middle East? What's going on over there in Israel? All these wars and rumors of other wars, because there's already actual wars going on, but then there's talks of other wars about to break loose. But guess what? What's going on in the Ukraine is going to come here to the United States. You can already see it happening. People really believe that can't happen? Man. Okay. See that ye be not troubled. So y'all don't see that happening? So we're not worried about it. We ain't freaking. We're not freaking over the food shortage, the gas, none of that. Okay? And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. That's right. We still here at the moment. The end is not yet, because all the prophecies got to be fulfilled. And the prophecy we waiting on is that RFID microchip. That's the man. When that comes, then you know that we're just at the end. For nation shall rise against nation. That's happening now. That Ukraine thing is setting up a whole chain of events where all these other nations are going to come against Russia, and then the other nations that back Russia are going to come against those nations, you see? And kingdom against kingdom. And they shall be famines. There we go again. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. That's all happening right now. That's all happening right now. And there were earthquakes going on that was causing tsunamis. There's over there in the Ukraine, they're starving. They barely got enough food. Certain other parts of the earth where certain skirmishes are taking place. You see that? Pestilences. Look at this pandemic we just went through. Right? And that's still going on. Right? So all this is taking place right now as we speak. And it's going, the famines, the spirit is going to be famines. You ever see the food prices are crazy. So pretty soon, all whatever food is left is going to sell out People are running up in stores, stealing, grabbing food, because hey, certain people are starving because they can't afford the food. So it's going to get to a point where it ain't going to be no food to come in. It's going to be major famines right here in America. All these are the beginnings of sorrows. See? And they shall deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you. Okay? And you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And that happened 2,000 years ago. The 12 disciples back then, they were all put to death. Even the Apostle Paul. Right? Even the Apostle Paul. The only one that didn't get put to death was John the Revelator. But he died a terrible death in the salt mines as an older man. You see what I'm saying? And all the nations, everybody, even other Israelites, hate the disciples. That's why all these wicked, evil people come against us. You understand? All right? The other nations hate us, and the 2/3 of Israel, we know Esau definitely hate us. And the 2/3 of Israel hate us. And then shall many be offended. Oh, that's beautiful. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. That's right. That's happening even amongst a lot of so-called brothers in the truth. A lot of brothers, because certain things happened when they came into the truth, their life might have fell apart as they thought, and they got offended in Yahweh Shai. They got offended by the truth. And then what happened was they began to betray brothers. They turned against the brotherhood and started speaking evil of the brotherhood because they were offended. You see? They were offended in Yahweh Shai. And they started to actually hate the brotherhood. We had guys that was amongst us, but they was catching hell, which you're supposed to catch hell, and they got offended in the truth in Yahweh Shai. So what they did, they betrayed brothers. They betrayed us. They came against us and started speaking evil against us and tried to defame us. And defame the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. I named them before. I named some of those false prophets that rose up and deceived. And then even amongst Israel, you got guys like General Yohana. You got guys like Nate. You know what I'm saying? Guys like Bubble-Eyed Blackfish and so on and so forth. They got a lot of so-called brothers deceived, thinking that they're really the men of the Lord. Okay? That's all taking place right now. So those are prophecies that are taking place now that you gotta watch and you gotta know. Okay? And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. That's right. That's why now you see people turning against people, people in the streets running up, slicing people, people beating people up, up in New York City, man. People are running wild, running rampant. Because there's so much iniquity and wickedness taking place on the planet. There's like a demonic spirit of the devil out here. So people are just nobody gives a shit about nobody. Everybody down himself. These little young, wicked-ass, evil kids, they running around beating up old people. All kind of wickedness is going on. So all this is taking place right now on the earth, brothers. But this is the key, right? And I'm going to end it here. Okay? 13th verse. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. See? So the whole key is, brothers, the ones of us that endures through all this and has faith in the Lord and be patient, those are the ones of the hope. Maybe we have the hopeful elect that we might be saved, which that means faith. If your faith is strong and you endure all this shit, I did a video the other day on endurance. Through the grace of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you'll be saved through all this. You'll make it through the prophecies, man. Okay, that's the key. All right? But those prophecies, they're all taking place right now. It's in the Bible. That's how you know. So if you doubt, go back and read the scriptures, and it's right there in the scriptures. Okay? The scriptures tell us that this would happen. Okay? So with that, brothers, I'm going to wrap it up. Shalom. I'll see y'all in the next video.